Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you know, this is Breastfeeding ASMR. For those of you who are new, welcome, and for those of you who are returning, pleasure to have you back. Before we get right into the tea, talking about the lactation teas that I have been doing and I have been trying out, I really want to talk to you guys. I say talking. This won't be much talking, to be honest. I'm just gonna do my quick 10-minute get ready with me routine, which I do on the days that I feel like it, because you know, when you're a mom, you're busy and you sometimes don't have the time. But I do sometimes like to put on a little bit of makeup, not too much, just to kind of make myself feel like a normal human being, because aside from being mummy, I'm also Chantel. So let's get into it. I'll talk you through all the makeups that I am using and the products that I'm using. First, initially, I started off with the Fenty collection from Fenty Skin, done by Rihanna, with the facial cleanser, the fat water, which is the toner, and the hydrovisor, which is the moisturizer that's got SPF 30 in it. I use it twice a day to wash, cleanse and tone my face, just to maintain good quality skin, I guess, is what I'm going to say. So I don't really have breakouts, but whenever I'm pregnant or whenever I've had my babies, my hormones does all sorts of stuff, and it means that I end up with spots and things like that. I will be putting on eyelashes today. They're just magnetic eyelashes and I love them because they're simple, quick and fast. So first I want to start off with just putting on my concealer, which is from Il Makiage. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's called the effing Flawless concealer. I like to use my hand and my fingers to basically put on my makeup because I find that a little bit more easier for me. I'm not a professional at doing makeup and I don't really know what I'm doing, so I tend to kind of just go with the flow. This might look all wrong to everyone that's watching it, but it works and the results speaks for themselves, I guess. So my eyebrows already drawn on, as you can see. So I just use like the gel and put those on, and then I just use my little brush to basically go around the edges, just to highlight my eyebrows so that they stand out a little bit more. Would you look at that? My sister-in-law's come through the back door. Fantastic. So I do that. I do highlight in those areas that you can see that I am highlighting, just to give me a fresh face look, because boy, those bags are showing and everybody knows I'm tired. I do use the brush in this video, not sure why, because normally I use my fingers, but we move in it. So just highlighting those little areas like my nose, my chin, and you know, under my eyes and my eyelids because they're quite dark. That's from months and months and months, or should I say years of no sleep. So I continue just to pat that in to make things look a bit more tidy and a little bit more settled on my face. You'll see later on I do tend to add just a little bit more because I weren't happy with the coverage there, just because I feel extra tired and I look extra tired, I suppose. So just a lot of patting, ensuring that there's no creases and that everything is covered appropriately, especially in those little areas. As I said before, just going over it again. Yep. Ooh, it looks better already, innit? What can I say? Makeup literally is a gift to have, simply just because of what it does. So this is just my quick routine that I would do if I have to go somewhere, if I have to go out. Most times I don't wear any makeup going out, but if I want to look a bit more presentable, that's what I do. So I'm not too sure what powder that is actually. But it's a setting powder. I think it's from NYX. But I'm not too sure. Yeah, so I just use a brush to kind of like brush it off. I don't leave it on for very long because I feel like it makes that area very, very highlighted, and I don't want it too white and powdery essentially. This is my Eavesdrop blur from Fenty again. I love using that because it just helps to make your skin look popping, and you don't have to put on too much to get the look that you're after. You can layer it up, but I don't. I just tend to put on that small amount and rub it in with my hands because I feel it just does the trick. And again, it's another quick, simple, easy thing to do. So I just rub it in those areas that I want to look a little bit darker. Normally I do put it on my face, all of my face first, and then I put on my concealer, but I couldn't be bothered to do that today. I wanted to be quick, so it just goes around the edges. And as you can see, it's working its magic and it's looking wonderful. Yes, it's doing something. It's giving life, and I'm already feeling a bit better within myself. So I've got the Magic Minerals, which I think I bought from Wilkinson's for like a tenner or something like that. I've always repurchased that. It lasts for a very long time, to be honest. I think this is my second palette. But that again, like, it just seems to do what it does in whatever area you put it in. It just seems to do the appropriate thing. So if it's for highlighting, it highlights that area. If it's for, you know, contouring, it just does what it's supposed to do. And this is just my setting spray, which I purchased from Primark like many moons ago. I love it because it gives your face like a little glow. I think it is called Glow Setting Spray. I don't think they sell it anymore, but I've still got mine, so I'm using it. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my magnetic eyelashes, which is from Lola's Lashes. They are absolutely perfect. The eyelashes that I've got here is the Queen Me, and that pair literally is my everyday go-to. I'm not very good at drawing eyeliner. I kind of just do what I do and pray to God that it looks all right. I don't worry too much because I know that the eyelashes are pretty much going to sit on top of it, so it's not needing to be extremely perfect. I always seem to be able to do my right eye, and then the left eye just seems to be a mess. I think maybe everyone experiences that. My dominant side is just always looking on point, and then the other side just is left dragging. But yeah, we move. I've put on that, and I think it's looking okay. A little bit later on, I think you'll notice that one side looks a bit thicker than the other, so I had to go back and redo that. But again, we move and we do what we can. At the end of the day, I have to keep on looking around because obviously I do have my baby in the chair behind me, and I've got to just check that she's okay. She's absolutely fine. She's asleep. But, you know, got to have all four eyes. Speaking of four eyes, I haven't got my glasses on, so I am struggling right now to see. Okay, so, yep. One side don't look too thick, so I've got to kind of sort that out, make it look a little bit thicker so that they're matching and so that the eyelashes sit on and stay longer. I think I did what I did. Okay. So I'm going to just pop these eyelashes on and bam, you will see. And this is always quite interesting. I like watching other people put on eyelashes, but I tend to use my fingers again. I do have the applicator thing that comes with them, but I don't use that. I find it easier to maneuver with my hands, and I've got long nails, so you know, it works. Yep, that sits on quite pretty and it looks beautiful and it looks very natural. So I'm just going to pop on the next side, and as you can see, that is done. I mean, new face, who this? I'm just going to put on a bit more mineral powder just to make sure that, you know, the bits that's looking a bit shiny is no longer looking as shiny, because it does have this kind of matte effect as well, which is fantastic and it really does help. Don't forget your edges. And then the last thing that I am going to do is put on my lip gloss, which is just some Vaseline lip gloss, and that works for me. So yes, get right to it, honey. I mean, still stay tuned, because we are going to spill the tea about the lactation tea once I've put on this lip gloss and I've made myself look human again. So just watch and see. It gives a nice little rose tint. It's called, I think it's called a rosy tint from Vaseline, and it is just amazing when you want a little shimmer to your lips but you don't want to put on lipstick, and you want a little colour as well, so you get the lip gloss and the lipstick effect in one. I'm letting my hair down because I can, and it's doing bits, so you know. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Watch my video and enjoy. Okay, so let's talk about these teas now, that I've made myself look like a decent human being. So the two teas that I want to talk about is this, okay, from Hot Tea Mama, and then the Organic Nursing Mother's Tea. Yeah, these are the two teas I want to talk about, and these are great. And let me tell you why. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so essentially this tea, the Nursing Mother's Tea, just wait for the camera to focus. You're supposed to brew it for 10 to 15 minutes before you actually drink it in boiling hot water, and you're supposed to cover it whilst it's brewing, and then only have it twice a day. Okay, it's got goat's rue in it, goat's rue herb in it, lemon balm leaf, nettle leaf, rose fruit, raspberry fruit, caraway, red currants, chamomile, flower, basil and fennel. Okay, and it's made in Poland. Now, I did try this tea for a few days. I wanted to give it an adequate trial. They do come like this in these beautiful little bags, which is really nice. And obviously you just kind of slip that off and you pop it in your tea. It smells very herby and nice. And it does taste really, really nice, like without sugar or anything. I normally have it. And you put it in about 100 to 150 mils of water and have that. Okay, personally for me, I didn't feel like this tea was effective at all. It was great as a product, it tasted nice, but it just didn't do, I don't feel it helped with my milk production at all, or increasing my milk flow or anything like that. Apparently it's been established since 1990, and I believe that some of these herbs are really, really good, and it is 100% natural, and they're generally good just for like your health and, you know, promoting like hair growth, nail growth, all of that stuff. I think they're good for those things, but I don't necessarily feel as though it is as effective as the other one that I'm gonna talk to you about. But this might work for other people. That's the thing. I feel as though I don't want to completely steer people away from it, because it possibly could help some people. It just didn't work for me at all, and that's why it's kind of like, okay. Now the next one, I'm gonna just get into this. Okay, so let's continue. So the next one I wanted to talk about is the Hot Tea Mama, and it's from hotteamama.com. It is, I got it from Amazon. It was about £6. I think this one was £8. Essentially it has similar ingredients. So it has got fennel seeds, nettle leaf, fenugreek seeds, lemon verbena, and I think it's star anise. I think that's how you say it. And it's supposed to help to support with your milk supply. You do have to put it in boiling hot water at 100 degrees and leave it for 3 to 5 minutes. I normally just leave it for the 3 minutes. I think Mama wants to be part of my video. So she's kind of been dribbling a lot. Updates on this little lady. She is actually teething, so we're starting to experience all the dribbling and the drooling. Yeah, she's been nosy now. Hello, darling. Probably needs to have a good old burp. Okay, baby. Okay. So with teething, she's a lot more grumpier than normal. Alright. No, dear. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, let's get that out of your hand. Alright, baby. Okay. Anyways, so she does have a dummy. That helps to calm her down. So as I was saying, Hot Tea Mama, let's get that to focus. I love the packaging. I think it's very pretty. Has a certain level of elegance to it. Now this tastes fantastic as well. It is not as nice as the other one, to be honest with you. I feel like that one I would just drink just because of the taste. This tastes nice, but it has a slight different taste to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not as nice as the other one, but it still tastes nice. Like it's not disgusting, and it's definitely, you know, drinkable, or else I wouldn't be having it. This one is the one that I found that I use the most, just because it actually works. I actually feel the production of milk once I've actually drank this tea. It genuinely has allowed me to have extra, or has increased the production of milk, which is what it says on the pack. It does also come in a little bag like this, and again you boil it in 100 to 150 mils of hot water and let it brew for that 3 to 5 minutes. Like I said, I normally let it brew for the 3 minutes and be done with it. So yeah, basically that tea is fantastic, and I feel as though it does help I love the packaging. I also like the flavour of it, and I do drink it pretty much twice a day. I think you can have, it says you can brew each tea bag twice, which is really, really good. So, you know, you get 15 in the box. The other one you do get 15 in the box as well. But you can brew one tea bag twice, which essentially means you can get 30 cups of teas out of that. Oh, pardon me. You can get 30 cups of teas out of it. So, I mean, for me, that's a bonus. That's really, really good. And this is what it looks like. I put it inside of this because I wanted you guys to see what it looks like in the cup. So yeah, and it is really, really tasty. I mean, for those who want to add something like a bit of honey, I'm sure it won't cause any harm to do that. But yeah, those are the two teas that I have been trying. I am planning to try some lactation cookies. Yes, I am. Just to see whether those would be effective or not. And then, you know, give some feedback on those. So I'm going to try and leave the links to the actual teas in the description box. This isn't a paid or promoted sort of video at all. It's just, I like to give information and as much information as possible. Hence why I'm, you know, doing all of that. Now, obviously, my little baby is teething a lot, and I will probably do a video on like breastfeeding teething babies and what to expect, because it is a whole different ball game once they start teething, and they do little added extra stuff like what she's doing now. You want your milk? Do you? Yeah, they do little added extra stuff that does make, you know, a little bit weird. It makes things a bit weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so my next video will be on my next video, which I'm probably gonna shoot today, will be on the breast pump that I use in between feeds, and you know, my experience with that essentially, and just probably a little demonstration as to how to use it and what it does. So yeah. So join me in that video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and keep watching my content. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys have been showing so far. It's been amazing, and I'm very, very grateful. Take care. Bye.